What is up, Hecklers? Welcome back to the Peanut Gallery. I'm sorry about the flashing on the screen. I don't think there's anything I can do about that right now. That is a webcam issue, so I will be replacing that as soon as possible. So, without further ado, let's get into the Peanut Gallery. Today we are looking at Bill Burr's You People Are All the Same. Now, this is a show that it takes a lot of influence, I think, from some of the comedians of the late 90s, and Bill Burr is a very excellent comedian who's been doing this for quite a while now. This is a 2012 show, which has received very good reception so far, and I mean, it's been 4 years, so far is pretty good. And I just wanted to get into talking about how this one did on our scale this week. So, without further ado, let's get into it. As far as performance goes, Bill Burr is very clever in his tone, if not relatively singular. He does tend to use very expanded bits, which are usually rants or scenes that he seems to create out of nowhere. They're very good, they're excellent, and he uses them very well to determine the pace of the entire show. His performance is quite strong. For that reason, he scores a solid 18 out of 20 on this section.
Oh, so I've learned. I finally learned to, keep my cool.
As far as fluidity goes, Bill Burr is excellent. He knows what he's doing, and honestly, his transitions flow so smoothly, I couldn't give him anything but 20 out of 20 on this section. I don't have too much to say about it because, honestly, it worked. You'll have to check out the show.
Dude, get it out of there. Get it out of there. Yeah, it's illegal. That's like fucking 3 to 5 mandatory. Dude, how do you not know that? That's the question. How do you not fucking know that? This guy's got an unregistered weapon in the car. Like, we're just gonna go driving around with it. It's just ridiculous. So see, there you go, all right? You don't need a facelift.
As far as audience interaction goes, Bill Burr has a very unique way to deal with it. He basically will heckle the audience for what they laugh at or don't laugh at and use it as a transition to go into his next section. It's very clever and it's good. It works very well to keep the show moving, and with the jokes that come so quickly, with Bill Burr's use of fast pacing, it makes a lot of sense that he does this way. It's not necessarily the best way to interact with the audience, but given that it works very well for him, there's nothing I can do with it other than say, hey, it's great. It's not perfect. We give it a solid 16 out of 20.
Hey, do you know why so many whiteys need facelifts? I love that word. I'm trying to bring it back. I love it. It's funny. Whitey! You know why? Do you know why so many Caucasians need facelifts? Because we don't know about lotion. See that? Only half of you laughed. That should have been everybody. Yeah, but a lot of you were sitting there like, well, what about lotion? What is this lotion you speak of, and what is the magic therein?
As far as connective tissue goes, the overall show really has one singular tone. It's good. It makes sense, though it is relatively abstract. That theme is, of course, I'm just saying. That is that he's just saying whatever the joke is. He will make a point of being fairly clear that it's his purpose to just make an observation, say something that he's noticed to do with the show, or to do with the joke in particular, and how it affects the show. So it's clever. It's a very wise use of a phrase that is fairly common and could be fairly dismissive. He actually doesn't use it in a dismissive way, but it works for the overall show. That being said, it is fairly abstract and not necessarily very clear that is the overall tone of the show. So with that in mind, it's a solid 17 out of 20 for him here.
Just saying.
As far as jokes go, Bill tends to use a very brash sense of humor to deliver on jokes that are not necessarily unassuming or non-offensive. He tends to be very offensive and aggressive with his jokes, and that's not a bad thing. They have a very niche place in comedy to some degree. It's become a lot more prominent lately, but Bill Burr is a big part of why that is. His sense of humor and the sense of impassionment that he gets when he talks about his jokes and really makes a long ranting statement, you really feel like, hey, this is a guy who's just saying exactly what he's thinking. But the thing is, the jokes are just jokes, and that's the bottom line. If you're offended by them, you have to understand they're jokes. He's designing these jokes to get some kind of reaction out of you, and he does a very good job at that. These jokes are solid jokes. Some of them are a little bit over the top, and, you know, for that, hey, it kind of comes with the territory. You're working with offensive jokes. Some of them are going to be a little bit over the top. That being said, he does a very good job of keeping them within the range of understandability and acceptability. And I think he's earned himself a very solid 18 out of 20 here. Very respectable, and honestly, he's a pioneer in this field, and I respect him for that.
Where the fuck is the fucking... Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Well, honey, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Why? You want to put it together? You want to... Well, then you put it together. You put together this fucking particle board piece of fucking shit. Its instructions make no sense. I will buy another one. I will buy another one. I'll buy fucking 5 and smash 4 if I want to. You don't tell me what to do. Oh, go to your mother's. I don't give a shit. Jesus Christ. Yeah, what story are you going to tell? This one, right? Not the part about how I pay all the fucking bills, right? How was that uncalled for? How was that uncalled for? I wasn't even talking to you. I was talking to the fucking thing. I was talking to the fucking thing. I know what I said. I know what I said, okay? You don't need to tell me. I know what I said, yes. I am working on it. I am working on it, all right? Look, you think I want to be this guy? You think I want to be the guy who flips out about the fucking tables? I don't, okay? This isn't who I am. This is who I became, all right? I'm working through this shit. You didn't have to speak. Well, you do shit too, okay? You do shit too. Well, I thought you were going to your mother's.
So, for those of you who didn't keep score, let me run it down for you. In performance, he gets a solid 18 out of 20. Really respectable, very good, honestly. In fluidity, a phenomenal 20 out of 20. Excellent work there. As far as audience interaction goes, he gets 16 out of 20. Connective tissue is 17 out of 20, and jokes are back up to 18 out of 20, which overall brings Bill Burr's score to 89 out of 100. Honestly, excellent show. Can't complain at all. And he actually takes the number 2 spot away from John Mulaney. Some excellent work there, Bill Burr. If you want to check out more of Bill Burr's stuff, you can check it out on his website, which I'll have a link to down in the description below. He's also on Netflix, as well as you can buy a bunch of his stuff on Amazon as well. I'll throw links down in the description below. If you guys have a particular show that you want me to review in the future, let me know down in the comment section below. Leave comments letting me know what you thought about this video, and give it a like if you enjoyed it. Share it with your friends as well, and don't forget to subscribe to become a verified heckler today. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week with another one. Goodbye.